I specifically don't make my bed because I'm a normal ass person, and as a matter of fact, if you thought that was bad, wait till you see my chair. Hello. Good morning. I hope you're wonderful. I hope you're well. Today, I want to revisit the game Human Host. In the first video I did on this game, I spent an hour and I only wanted to show you my experience going in blind. Sometimes I know that could be kind of treacherous, and I tried to cut it down and cut out all the air because there was a lot of like head scratching and like, oh my god, what is this? I want to talk about several things in this video. The first thing I want to talk about is vehicle crafting. They basically start you with all the things you need to make a vehicle on day one. I figured out how it all works. It's not very complicated, but it wasn't something that I was willing to sacrifice a lot of time into in the beginning. I was on a time crunch. I was trying to keep everything under 2 hours, so I spent like an hour and a half in the game officially. 20 minutes of that was creating world. Some of the things we're gonna go over in this video are some hotkey changes that I've made. Traps, I've figured out some traps, and I have a lot of aha moments from playing the game. I want to scroll through the admin panel mod, and I want to show the photo mode and explain the modding process a little bit. I also want to show you how deep you can dig. I want this one to be short, and I am considering doing a playthrough, like an actual playthrough on this game. So we've got a crane, a driver's seat, an electric motor, a pedal generator, some wheels, and some damaged wood boards, and a laser trap, and a car shield door, which, if you remember in the last video, was a motherfucking nightmare. I was thinking about not saying motherfucker so early in the video, but fuck it. Okay, so first thing you need is your little jack stand guy. So you set him down, and then you get your blocks, and this now becomes your vehicle core. Now you shape your vehicle however you want. Pretty straightforward stuff. I don't know how big this can be. I don't know how small this could be. We can mess around with this stuff later. Now what I want to do, we'll put some wheels on. Oh, I built this the wrong way, didn't I? Okay, so to pick things up, oh geez, this thing again. You press Q and then pick. Q, pick. Q, pick. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's clunky. I think they could probably do something better. It's fine. No, it's fine. I realize that I'm oriented the wrong way. Like, this is not front to back. This is front to back. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, so now what you need, you have to have an electric motor. Place engines on your vehicle to provide power. Done. Down you go. If you mouse wheel, it's forward and back. Shift is left and right. And Alt is up and down. So I can kind of do that. And let me get these two first. And it does save the position. So for this, if I wanted to go back like that, and I go to the other side, it will be in the same orientation, in the same position. This is going to be the front of the vehicle. I have two more tires. You know what? I guess I'll put them in the middle. Screw it. Like that. Okay, so now what I need to do, there are like solar panels and generators and stuff in the game, but they start you with this bicycle, which you pedal to charge the motor. And then last but not least, you need to have a seat with a steering wheel, and basically this is your mobile base. Now a cool thing that they give you is they give you a laser trap to start with, and this thing does a crap ton of damage. Okay, now you get on the bike and you start pedaling. I can't tell if it's charging or not. Right, so now I need to assign which wheels are going to be steering, and that's obviously going to be these two here. Boom. And boom. I'm not sure about this output yet. I was messing around before, and if you go into these back wheels and you do reverse steering, or let me make the output a little less, 6% on each, and then reverse steering. This gives you 4-wheel steering. Turn on a dime, basically. But I have 6 wheels. Oh shit, I missed. But I have 6 wheels, so I don't know how it's gonna work out for me. So you get in the driver's seat and you press R. See that? It's fucking cool, man. Look at that shit. We're rolling. We're rolling. I don't think that they should start you with this, but I understand why they are at this point. Unless they're trying to make a purely nomadic kind of game. So there's some zombies up here. Let me show you the... Oh, I got no power. Stop. Oh, man. There's the laser. I'll show you that in a second here. Oh my god. Get off me. Okay, so every time you get knocked down and you have to press R to get back up, it takes 10 food from you. Alright, let me get on the bike. We'll do some pedaling real quick. You see it's charging up now. I don't know why it wasn't before. Early access, yeah, growing pangs. Oh, I'm bleeding. Oh, I learned some things too. Wait, R, start sit. 7 blocks, the laser. Yeah, so once you get to 7 blocks, that's the range that triggers the laser. In the first video, I noticed that I would take a bandage and it wouldn't work. If you look down, you'll see there's a 1 on where the blood drop is. I have 1 injury that is bleeding. I need 1 bandage per injury. I had more than 1. Pretty straightforward. So this is the vehicles. I'm out of power. Let me get a few minutes on this bicycle here. And I'm bleeding. I have no cloth. It is what it is. I'll show you the admin panel in a second where I can be invisible and fly and do all kinds of neat stuff, spawn myself materials. And we'll go through the materials list as well so you can get an idea of what's actually in the game. I want to know what happens when a horde comes, man. Like, can I get a bunch of lasers and just like run them all over? Oh, of course I can. Yeah, of course I can. This thing does 300 damage per, I don't know, per second? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So this is the play. You know what's crazy about this? I have always said, because I worked in a hardware store. I worked at Home Depot in receiving and driving a forklift all the time. And they have carpet spikes. So carpet spike it's a thing that goes on. I'll show you a picture of it. It's a thing that goes on the front of the forklift. And, you know, it's like 16 feet long. And I'm thinking, God, imagine a zombie apocalypse with a forklift and a carpet spike. It's the centrifugal force. And like, you can feel it when you're driving the forklift. It's like, uh-oh, I might be fucked here. I can't move. Oh, I see why. I'm out of batteries, out of energy. When you turn with the carpet spike on, you can feel the carpet spike trying to take you for a ride. And I'm thinking, man, you put some fucking saw blades on that, weld some shit to it. Dude, you could take out mobs of zombies with a forklift like that. And in this game, you can pretty much make that. Come on now. Fucking... This game has major hitbox problems, and we'll get to that in a second. Alright guys, that's vehicles. That's everything that I know about vehicles right now. I want to show you something though. It is in their Discord. That's fucking crazy, guys. Yeah, that's insane. Can I get a better quality on this? 1080. There you go. It's kind of caught up. That's cool, right? Another aha moment. There's no pause menu. That fucking sucked. So that's vehicles. That's what the title of the video is. That's what I wanted to show you. Let me go through my list. I want to show you mods a little bit. Workshop mods, you can upload them from the main menu right here. Boom, upload mod, title, description. Pretty straightforward, And for downloading mods, this takes you to it doesn't open Steam, it takes you to the workshop on your browser. I had to follow this, install Bepinex 5. Not very hard to do. Drag it and drop it into the right folder. Once you subscribe, it downloads it for you, but then you got to go find it and put it in the right place. So it's not completely automated yet. It's not a big deal. It wasn't hard. The directions were pretty simple. What else? Multiplayer work in progress is coming soon. A lot of people are saying, I'll wait till multiplayer. You know, I don't like playing games by myself. Normalize playing a game by yourself, for God's sakes, man. Take a look at that bed. You see that? All right, so I'm in game here and I have several things to show you. First thing I want to show you is the admin panel. You activate it by pressing insert and you can mess with your vitals, etc., etc. You can lock all your stats, God mode, stamina, food and water, instant crafting for all workbenches, auto run, and fly mode so you can fly around. Change the time of day. I'm currently in a cave, so we'll show you that as well. I am all the way at bedrock, quote unquote bedrock, and we'll talk about that in a second as well. I was correct. Morning is at exactly 7:30. So if I make this 7:26, you can hear the crickets, and at 7:30 they don't stop completely, but you could tell that there's a big drop in volume. So 7:30 is morning. You can give yourself talents, melee master, character level. You can max your level out. I don't know if there's like a game stage, quote unquote. The higher your level, the harder the zombies are. It's hard to call them zombies. They're more just creatures. So you can kill all zombies within 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 200 meters. Here are items, and I saw some things that stand out. Poplar, red oak, ebony, damaged bricks, honeycomb. There are several building materials. It looks like quartz. There's cement, concrete. I saw lapis lazuli of all things. It was crazy to see. Bullets, scrap metal, pig iron, cast iron, chrome iron, copper alloy, titanium alloy, steel, tungsten, glass, marble. There you go. Lapis lazuli blocks, which is crazy. Obsidian. So there are several minerals and there are several rocks. 762, chrome, copper, steel, titanium, tungsten, chrome. That's some of the items that are in here, and I'll keep scrolling. You can stop it if you want. That 12 times scope. That's crazy. Scalpel, spiked axe, sausage. I want a sausage. We're gonna give ourselves a sausage. So that's the admin panel. And I've got a sausage. Food 15, water -2, HP +5. Eat that sausage. But currently, I am at the bottom of the world. And I learned some things. And I got to demonstrate this. So you remember in the last video, I was having problems with the melee swing. You saw I'm like Steven Seagal up in this bitch. If I put my reticle on this spot right here, obviously I want to dig that spot right there. Unfortunately, when you're in like a tight little hole like this, you end up hitting all the wrong things. And every now and then you might hit the right thing. Here's an aha moment. Right click and hold to aim. And even still, you still end up hitting like the top and the left and the right, and you still end up hitting the wrong spot. And I learned that digging this hole all the way down because I like first person and you can't see the pickaxe. So I'm like constantly hitting the wrong shit, you see. So right click and hold helps you aim. This applies to like the stone axe, the knife. It applies to the spear It applies to the pickaxe. It applies to every melee weapon. F2 is photo mode. And in photo mode, you have no collision and you can kind of just fly around. So let me show you how deep you can actually dig. Really deep, guys, really deep. And this spot right here, I fucked up. I fucked up bad, but I filled it up with zombies somehow. I think I had a horde come and they just fell down into the hole. When you do dig and you break a block, they give you that block, and it's called a terrain block. And what I did was I put a terrain block above me like that, and it glitched, and I can't break it out. It won't let me, and it'll probably do it here as well. No, it didn't. Of course not. It's acting the same way as this block is. It gets to 0 block durability, and then it won't break. So I trapped myself down here. Yeah, completely trapped myself down here. The only way out is to transport myself with the admin panel. This tells me that zombies take fall damage, which is awesome. So you can hide the HUD, mute the audio, you can let the audio play, you can leash yourself to the player, you could tilt, you can turn, you could do cinematics. This tool is pretty remarkable, actually. It's funny that there's no pause menu at all. And it's also funny that there's no head on the models for whatever reason. I don't know why. Rotate, animate, yeah, animation, pose, aim, running, sprinting. Like, this is cool, man. This is cool. So, I mean, you can get some pretty decent screenshots. If only you had a fucking head. I could put my own head on there. You could change the temperature, saturation, contrast, motion blurs. Cool, man. This is a cool thing. But I don't know how to get rid of the UI. That's the problem. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Moving on from photo mode, I haven't been able to count how deep you can actually dig, but I have 235 terrain blocks. So every time you break a block, you get a block, right? And it's safe to assume that that some of them came from the edges just because of the shitty hitboxes of this early access game. But even still, I would say 200 blocks is about right to get to the bottom. Let's talk about some hotkeys that I've gone through. So originally backpack was B for backpack. Perks was V. I didn't change that. Map was tab, and craft was F1. So they actually call the crafting menu handmade. So it kind of makes sense. It's because you're making it in your hands. So what I did was I changed things around. I put backpack on tab, so that's my inventory. That way, if I have stuff in my inventory, I can shift click it down into my hotbar, because when I am in my crafting menu, which I changed to C, if I shift click, it puts it in the handmade inventory here. It's a little fiddly. I think you could probably eliminate an entire step here by making the inventory and the crafting basically the same. One thing I was having problems with was recipes canceling themselves. World, kill all zombies, admin panel for the win. You can craft 500 rope, no problem, and when you leave, you're still crafting rope. It's no problem. It will continue to craft. You don't actually have to have the crafting menu open. If I change from hemp rope over to sleeping bag, it changes the quantity to 0 and it stops crafting altogether. There is no queue, so I can't say make 100 rope, and when you're done with that, make a stone axe, and when you're done with that, make a crude stone axe, pickaxe, and when you're done with that, make a simple bandage. That is not how it works. I wish it was how it works, but it is not. Those are some hotkey changes that I made. I will never, ever understand why F1 should be your crafting menu. That's crazy. This has been a recap, a revisit. I wanted to go into a little bit more depth with a few things because, truth be told, I just didn't want to waste a bunch of time trying to figure stuff out. But now that I've decided to keep the game, well, we could check it out. And I think what I'm going to do is right after I'm done recording this, I'm going to start a playthrough and we'll just play. I'm going to shake the camera around a bunch because people also complained about that. It's actually not the camera that's shaking. It's me that's shaking. It's the alcohol. Guys, I appreciate you. I think you should buy this game and try it out. Cheers. Have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.